Hi, students. Did you notice that last week I said that was week 5, but it was really week 6, and this is really week 7? I didn't catch that. Nobody told me. Nobody, none of you guys caught it either. You probably just were looking and saying, "Oh well, my teacher's dumb." I don't know. But anyway, here is the video for this week. And it's week 7 for reals. So your main thing is make sure that you have submitted your own draft for your rhetorical analysis, because that's what you're going to be emphasizing today. Make sure that you submit your own, and then you find the peer reviews that are supposed to be yours. And if you it makes sure that if you turn it in late, you send me an email. Otherwise, I won't know to put you on the peer review thing. Okay? So send me an email and say, I'm sorry I was late, but hopefully none of you will be, that you'll all get them in before Saturday evening, and that you will be in good shape. But if by any chance something happens, like your computer breaks or something like that, and you have to turn it in late, then make sure you tell me so that I can see if somebody wants to give an extra peer review, or maybe if a few of you are late, I can put you guys together. So you find your peer reviews. You download the worksheet. You guys did this all already. You share your peer reviews with your classmates, so if there were any glitches, you probably have found them. Submit your peer reviews to your instructor and read the feedback from your classmates. Now, this is worth 45 points. That's quite a few points. But I want you to notice in the rubric that you get 20 points for saying something, but you get up to 25 points for giving specific examples. Okay? So make sure that you give specific examples. Don't just say, that was a good transition. Tell them where it was a good transition, for example. Okay, and then you're going to have some grammar things, the coordinators. I know that I call them the fanboys because it's for and nor, but or yet and so. And I've noticed that many of you, whenever I've given you the extensive grammar suggestions, either you put commas before an and that don't need to be there because it has to be a complete thought on both sides, or you miss that and make a run-on sentence. So pay close attention to that, because several of you do have that concern. And the next grammar is a good one also, the subordinators. I love being able to use those, because you're going to say this part, you're going to be able to vary the length of your sentences and the structure of your sentences so that makes it more interesting. And you're also going to say this idea, and you're going to take two ideas and say how they are related to each other by these subordinating conjunctions. So really, I use those a lot. And then I really like this next exercise that they gave you, which is on transitions, because there's more. They express more complex ideas with coordinators and subordinating conjunctions, and you're going to learn about the transitions, like chronology. Look at it. Okay, contrast, similarity, additional support. Really, really a good exercise. Then the final revision checklist. That's just to make sure you've done everything. Don't sweat over that one. Just make sure that you've done it. And you get the points just for doing it. Now, I want you to, since your essay is due at the end of the week, I want you to, let's go over the rubric of what you're going to get the points for. Your introduction and thesis, which you've already given me one, and if I said it was good, then go for it. But if I said it needed some work, make sure you do that. If I said add some context, or make sure you mention the rhetorical strategies that the author uses in your thesis. Things like that, make sure you do that, because that's worth 15 points. Clear thesis. And then organization. Now, make sure that you have a topic sentence, the first sentence of the paragraph, that ties back to the thesis. Maybe if you said that they used logos, Then you're going to mention logos in your topic sentence, and your whole essay would be about logos. If it's about humor, you're going to mention, if humor is in your thesis statement, then your topic sentence would mention humor and then go from there. Transitions are included that you just learned about. Okay. All right. So make sure that you have some good transitions to make it flow. And make sure you've got a clear topic sentence. And then each body paragraph has a clear analysis showing how the speaker effectively reached their audience and or achieved their purpose in giving the speech. So make sure that you've got really good analysis. That's worth 30 points. And make sure that you've got evidence and in-text citations. Each rhetorical element that's analyzed, there's an example from the text, introduced and integrated smoothly using the proper citation. And you should just have one citation, just the speech. You don't need to go to extra stuff. If you looked up some things about the author on like Wikipedia or something like that, you don't need to put that in because it's common knowledge. And then your style mechanics and structure, good. Make sure you stay in third person point of view. Don't say you, no use. And then the formatting is correct. So some of you, if you did not do them correctly on the last one, then make sure that you fix whatever it was that it was. So that's it. And then I will grade it for you next week. I teach at two colleges. I teach here, and also I was for a long time lived in Southern California, and I taught at Victor Valley College for, I think it's close to 30 years, a long time. And both of you, I just am so lucky. Both classes, both schools have major essays due at the same time. So I'll probably grade like 2 or 3 of yours and 2 or 3 of theirs, and then 2 or 3 of yours. So I'll get them done by next week, by the end of next week. And if you have any questions when I'm grading, make sure that you set up a Zoom with me, or if we can resolve it with it, just by talking on the email, whichever way works for you. And don't forget that this is just one part of your life, brothers and sisters. Whatever your callings are, and I've noted, that's why I asked you whenever you had your Zoom conferences with me, whether it's in the nursery or a ward missionary or working with the youth, make sure that family and church work and keeping yourself close to the Lord are all included in your schedule. And then you'll have room for